Okay, welcome everybody. We're going to have a really interesting interactive program today. We're going to learn about the upcoming World Parkinson's Congress, which is in May next year, 2026. So it's not too far away, and registration is now open, and you're going to learn lots about why you should go. So let's stop the screen sharing there, and we have three people on. We may have a fourth who have been to two of them were grant recipients last time in Barcelona, which meant we paid for their registration. The third person, Ethel, has been there twice, been to two previous um, World Parkinson's Congresses. So I'm going to ask each of them just to tell you a little bit about themselves, why they went to the World Parkinson's Congress, what it meant to get a scholarship if they got one, and why they think you should go. So Ethel, why don't you start,
All
since
right,
you're the veteran in the group?
I'm the veteran. This will be my third one. It's the most fantastic event I've probably ever been to. I mean, the inspiration is just amazing. The people, there'll be about 4,000 people there, about 150 presentations. It's an amazing, amazing event. Um, I think the most important thing I learned is the complexity of solving the problem of Parkinson's. I mean, you hear different lectures about it may be gut first, brain first, alpha-synuclein, a lot of chemicals, a lot of research. So it's an amazing event, inspirational when you realize the whole world is working on a solution to this problem. I don't think you can get anything more interesting than that.
Okay. All right. Eileen Menton, unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Eileen, and I wanted to go because I couldn't figure out what was going on with myself and my relations with my husband and friends. Um, I wanted to know more about Parkinson's, and I wanted to see how other people were dealing with it, not just in the US, but in other countries, because for a long time, I've worked with international foundations that work with women. Um, it was an exciting week. I learned a lot. I was frustrated that I couldn't go to more of the workshops because there were always 10 or 12 going on at the same time. Um, but it was a really excellent experience for me and also for my husband, who found out that there was more to being a caregiver than he understood, and he had only been exposed to people with late stage Parkinson's, so he didn't understand how, my needs were different at this point.
Okay. All right, Elisa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Elisa. It was my first time in Barcelona going to a Congress. I'm young onset. I was diagnosed in 2021. I had a lot of fears, to be honest, going in. And one of the fears was I would see a lot of late stage people that would um, disturb me. But I found that it was so, like, when they say if you've met one person with Parkinson's, you've met one person with Parkinson's. There's such a wide range of stages, and every single one of them was inspirational. I met so many amazing people. It's what everyone's saying and more. The opening, my favorite part probably was the opening ceremony, where just people from all over the world gave stories and inspirational talks. And and it was in Barcelona, I have to be honest. That's my favorite city. But I just encourage everyone to kind of get out of their comfort zones, because I felt very comfortable there and very honored actually to have this disease that's, horrible, but I just had a sense of unity that I don't feel, at home. So it was great.
Okay. So how many of you think you were going to make it to Phoenix in May? Good. All right. The more the merrier. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the program, and Ethel's going to go through we're going to put the program up and you can see all of the different things that are going on. I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So we're going to go through some of the website, the program, registration, travel grants, and we'll explain everything to you as we go along. So Ethel, do you want to start?
Sure. First of all, this is the website you can go to, and we're going to be talking in detail after I go over this. It's wpc2026.org, and there's a ton of information on here, just a ton. So I'm going to take you through just a few little topics of it. Let's start with travel and hotel.
Okay.
And you see on here, they have travel grants, which Sharon is going to talk more about. That's the scholarship we're talking about. Pedal to Pheonix is an interesting thing. Check that out. If you're at all athletic and want to ride a bike, there's a group of people that are riding bikes to Pheonix. The fun thing about this is when we were in Barcelona, there were a group of people that rode from the UK and Italy, and we had a big party for them when they arrived on Saturday. So that was fun to meet them, but they're driving, the group from Chicago is going 2,000 miles on a bike to get to Pheonix.
That's the Route 66 team, right?
Yeah.
And then
So
Utah,
that's an interesting, check that out. If you're all interested in joining them, please do, but more interesting, you get to meet them at the conference. So let's go to registration. We'll talk more about the registration in a minute, and Sharon will explain when to register, how to register. This is where you pick your hotel and all the other bits. They'll be on the registration. Now let's go to the program, which is the most exciting part.
I feel like it's Jeopardy. Scientific program. Yeah, okay.
And first of all, before we load the specific program, you see on this page a broad outline of what your day is like. There's pre-conference stuff the day before that will cost you extra if you want to do it. But there are some interesting topics there. You might want to take a look at that. We'll have the opening ceremony on Sunday night, which Sharon will talk more about. And then your first day of activity. You see the first thing they got are hot topics. Hot topics are abstracts that have been submitted that the committee has decided are the most interesting, and they'll spend about an hour going over some of the more interesting abstracts. Then there are plenary, which is for the whole group. There'll be a few sessions, but it's topics that are interested to the entire body, all 4,000 people. Then you break for lunch, which you think would be a rest time, but it's not, because there are poster sessions. Posters are things, think high school science fair meets academic research. And they're posters from a wide variety of topics, from very complex science things to lay people, like Twitchy Woman was there with our mentor program last time in Barcelona, a wide range of topics. You can wander through the posters on your own, or you can go on a poster tour, which organizes them into like topics led by a leader going over a group of them. Also, the vendor area will open at this time, and they'll have tons of vendors, not-for-profits to support Parkinson's, drug companies, clothing manufacturers, exercise equipment, a wide variety of things. So the 2-hour lunch goes very fast. The afternoon gets a little harder because there'll be 15 to 20 sessions going on simultaneously, and you'll have to pick one. And oftentimes there'll be more than one. As somebody said, there'll be more than one you might want to attend. So you'll have to choose either A or B because you can't do all of them. And there'll be 2 groups of those from 1:45, I think it is, to 3:15. And then again, another group. Wrap up for the day. And they added a new thing this year, controversial topics. Those are topics which scientists have been looking, is it A or is it B? And they're going to be debating one-on-one. One person takes the pro, the other person takes the anti, and they debate on that. So that's an interesting thing to go to. Now let's take a look at the program in specific. Sharon, if you could scroll up to the top and go to that.
There we go.
This is the program. You'll get a hard copy of this when you register, but if you want to read it ahead of time, please go through it. It's 45 pages. I would not recommend printing it off. It's too
Look at
big.
this committee. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. All of us who are involved in this planning and putting this whole thing together.
You
Okay.
scroll down, there you see the buddy program that Lisa mentioned. There's also, scroll up a minute, Sharon. Oh, there it is. There's creative things that are involved in this if you scroll down a little bit. There's a video film competition you can enter. There's a song competition you can enter. If you scroll down,
Oh, here we go.
there's a choir you can join, which performs the first day.
Mhm.
There's a song competition where you can write a song, see if your song gets the one that they will perform.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
And
scroll
then
up a
this
little
is
bit.
up.
Yeah, up a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. There's what your day will look like. Just what I went over. You got session A. And on the right side, it explains what each of the different sessions are. So you can read what
Yeah.
each of those different types of things are. And you can
But they
scroll
have you
down.
busy from the morning until 8:30 at night or later. You're going to be exhausted by the time it ends.
And the pre-conference, if you keep scrolling down, you start with the pre-conference. Those will cost extra if you want to attend these sessions, but that'll be on the Saturday. I think it's Saturday, isn't it, Sharon? Or Sunday?
Sunday,
Sunday.
May 24th.
Yeah, you pay extra for these, but some of the topics, if you're going to be in Pheonix anyway, it might be where you will register for those when you register.
Yeah.
But that requires an extra amount. But they're interesting topics there. And Sharon, you're in one of them, right?
I'm circling it right now. I don't know if you can see it. On the right side at 2:05, I'm a moderator for a session for young onset.
And one thing I want to point out in this program is you see down at the bottom the little symbols with the thermometers and the other pictures. Each of the sessions are marked and it tells you how scientific they are. So you know whether you're getting into something that's going to be over your head and technical or more oriented towards lay people. And you see the little symbols up at the top of where the time is. You see the little thing.
Yeah.
There is no nap time, Mimi.
Like here. Okay. Yeah, so that's comprehensive care and it is not real scientific.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
If we
scroll
go
down. And then you notice on the Sunday, there's a pickleball tournament and a ping pong tournament. Doesn't require you to pay extra. Those are included, but you do have to register if you want to play pickleball tournament or ping pong tournament. And then we will go to the opening session, which Sharon will talk a little about. And here's your first day. This is what the day looks like. Here's the topics as of now. They're subject to change, but you see what the topics are for the plenary, which is everybody. So those are their topics. Tells you how complex it's going to be. Scroll down a little bit. Now you see your lunchtime, which is not much of a lunchtime, but you have your poster tours and they're grouped. They don't have them all filled in yet. Also, the vendor area is going to be open. You can go to that, or you can sit at a table and eat your lunch and meet people from other parts of the world. Very interesting time.
And this James Parkinson special lecture is during that time too.
Yeah, so no nap time, Amy, sorry. And then here's your afternoon. And as I said, you're going to have 15 to 20 presentations all at the same time. You'll have to pick one. And oftentimes there'll be more than one that you'd like to go to. That's a tough choice. So you see what they all are. Then you have a little break.
And you want to talk about the round tables?
Oh yeah, round table. The difference between these are the round tables are small. There'll be 10 to 15 people with a moderator talking about a specific topic. So you get up close and personal to the researcher or the person who has subject matter knowledge of the topic. And you can really answer your questions and drill down into the discussion. The other sessions are a little small, a little bigger, but they're still available.
Okay.
I don't know if anything's going to be videotaped because it's just too hard. There are some you can look on YouTube and maybe find some, but I don't know where they post them offhand. I know where the abstracts are, but I don't know where the videos are. But
Yeah,
there are
I think it's just the big plenary programs that they're going to record.
Yeah.
I don't know. The logistics are a nightmare with all that's going on.
Yeah. And each day is very similar.
Mhm. Okay.
And I would recommend you scroll through this so you get an idea of all the things you can participate in, learn, and see. And then at the end of the day are these controversy topics, which are interesting. If you
Yeah.
scroll up a little bit, Sharon,
Oh, okay.
there's one right there.
Biomarkers.
This is a new thing this year, and they're having two people debating a topic of interest to Parkinson's at the end of the day. And you can sit and listen to their debate.
Okay. So as you can see, there's a ton of programs. And on top of it all, you spend a lot of time in the hallways networking.
Yeah,
There's more stuff that goes on in the hallways than anywhere else.
especially in the morning during the plenary. Sometimes those get a little boring, so you step out. You
They
can
get
come
very
and go on
technical.
them.
Yeah,
You can come and go on those.
yeah. And these are all the people who are speaking. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Is that
And I
covered?
don't know if we want to go back and talk a little bit about the song competition or video competition.
Oh, we could go back up at the top.
No, you got to go to the WPC 2026 page.
Hold on, I got to go back to the beginning. Oh, this is
The other tab. It's the tab next to the one you're on.
Oh, right. I gotta find. Sorry.
I know it's hard. There you go. You're
Oh,
close.
no.
No, to the right.
Oh, wait. I've got something covering it. That's why I couldn't find it.
There you go.
Okay.
Now go back.
No. Here we go. So we are going to registration.
No, it should be on program
Okay.
and go to creativity. There you go. And you see the song competition, the video competition. If you're all creative or can sing, think about one of those.
Okay. There's short film competition. And here's all the rules and the past winners. I think they have some of them up so that you can see them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, last year's winner was very impressive.
yeah.
It's a tough
They're always
competition.
impressive. I have to tell you, the things that they come up with are really amazing. Wellness, let's see, creativity. Let's go back. The Red Thread project has been going on. If you haven't submitted a picture yet, of yourself with the red thread, it's real easy. This goes on till the end of February. And here are pictures of people with their red threads, and they've got them so they can kind of connect from one to the next, and they'll have an exhibit at the Congress. But everybody's got a red thread. You can use a red thread, a red ribbon, whatever works. It's just a way to get people to send their pictures in. Okay, so that's real easy. You can do a selfie, you can do it with friends. How do you like this one? The pickleball court. So there's lots of things you can do. Okay.
All
So
right.
that's
Yeah, and the
that one.
choirs, if you have it all, any ability to sing, doesn't have to be good, just like to sing. I would recommend you join the choir. Check that out.
Yeah,
Scroll down. There you go. One more there.
yeah.
And they will perform at the opening ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
I think they rehearse virtually throughout the year, and then they'll have a couple live rehearsals before the show at Pheonix.
Yeah, this is at the show here. They have people joining virtually with them. And then we have there is also a dance program.
Yeah, there's a
So
dance.
much stuff going on. Let's see, go back to creativity. Yeah, the opening ceremony they had a dance program, but that was this. So there's a lot
Yeah,
of things happening.
Mobility issues, they do have chair version and standing version.
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel that you can't do it.
Yeah. And one of our Twitchy women, Clara Kluge, is in charge of the dance programs. She's been doing stuff with that for a while. Okay.
So that's about it for the website, just to kind of go over wherever, because there's so much on this website. You could spend a day just looking at the website.
Yep.
There's a lot on there.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to move on to the travel grants. So if you're planning on applying for a grant from Twitchy Woman or from any of the other travel grants that are available, you go to travel grants, and then you can and you scroll down, and it tells you about what they're for. Applications are open now till October 16th, so you have about 6 more weeks, not even 6 more weeks to get yours in. So basically, here's a list of all the different grants. You can look through and see what you would qualify for. The Twitchy Women grants are for women with Parkinson's who have never been to the World Parkinson's Congress before, so first timers. And we have a few requirements for you. So you have to be a woman with Parkinson's who never attended. Tell us about 3 of your favorite Sunday mornings with Twitchy Woman programs you have attended or watched on YouTube. And the reason for that is we like people who are involved in our programs to get the grants from us. We've had people come who had no ties to us at all, and I really want people to be involved with our group. And then the third thing is talk about how you will share what you learn at the Congress with other people. Many of these programs ask you to pay back and pay it forward in some way, and that's what we're asking here. So we've had a lot of wonderful programs that were created by the women who we sponsored last time in Barcelona. So anyway, but what happens is when you fill out your registration form, it will ask you if you have attended previous congresses. If you have attended, then you won't see anything about the travel grants because they're for first timers. But if you've never been, you will automatically be redirected towards the grant form, and you can choose to fill it out or not fill it out. It's up to you. It's up to your discretion. We have a group we will have several people going over them. After October 15th, when the registrations close, we will get our applications for our grant, and then we'll go through them and see who is actually eligible, and then we'll know how much money we need. The other thing you can do if you don't want to, let me see, where did it go? Here we go. The other important thing is we need people to make donations. So if you want to be generous and help sponsor someone go, you click on the fund, and it's right here, and you just fill this out, and it goes right to, it's designated towards our grant program. So they made it very easy for us this year. Does everybody understand that? Any questions about that? No questions? Okay. What's next on our agenda here?
I do have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I filled that out when you first opened it. I wanted to make sure that you got it and if I did it right.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I won't know until October 16th.
Okay, because I did fill it out when you first opened it up. I just couldn't find the travel grant part of it. I filled out the Twitchy Woman part of it, but.
Okay, you know what, Karen? You may want to go back and just go back in and try and fill out the travel grant. Okay, so to apply for the travel grants, you have to click on, let's see, it's up here. So, submit application. This is PWP, People with Parkinson's and Care Partners. So you click on, that's the application you need to click on right there. So that's up at the top of the page.
Okay, because I
filled
filled out one side, I just wasn't sure how to do the other side. Okay, I'm not sure it was all the way up yet.
You don't have to do the other one. So click on the one, and if it's a duplicate, it's a duplicate. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
But it will ask you if you've attended any of, it lists all the previous Parkinson's congresses, and if you have not attended any of them, then you will get our grant page, our application. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's how that works.
And that's something to point out when you register in general. We register as people with Parkinson's. You'll see different categories of people.
Right. Right. Yeah. So let's go back up to the top. Let's go to registration. And I think that was the next thing anyway. If you are applying for a grant, do not register because we need you. We will register you for you. Okay, if you get the grant. So, but there are different categories. Early bird goes through January 15th, and then the price goes up January 16th through April 24th, and then it goes up even higher if you wait until the last minute. When you fill out your registration, you are a Parkinson's advocate down here. Okay, so the early bird registration is $300. So we are asking, the travel grants need to be in by, the applications need to be in by October 15th. So we get them in plenty of time to be able to register you under the the early bird price of 300. If you're bringing a care partner, family member, whomever, they are also 300, and they fill out this is their thing is 300, 400, 525. So those are the same. Where you see for physicians and researchers, it's considerably higher. Okay. If you are from a lower middle income country as defined by the World Bank, you may be eligible for 20% discount. Your address must be located in one of the eligible countries listed by the World Bank. I'm not sure anybody on this call today would qualify for that. Registration includes all Congress sessions starting Sunday with the opening ceremony until the closing remarks. Includes boxed lunches on May 25th through 27th, delegates bag materials, final program, and digital abstract book. Pre-Congress courses, there is an additional fee of $25 and includes 2 coffee breaks. Lunch is not included, but can be secured on site from the lunch kiosks at the convention center. So everything is pretty close. The hotels are like right around the convention center. It's downtown Pheonix. And this time, which the hotels are on the registration form. So when you go to fill it out, there will be a list of hotels, and you just click on that, and they will work with you to get your hotel rooms. Okay, and they're not expensive. I mean, we're there at the end of May, so it will be warm, to say the least, but we're not going to be outside very much. Okay, any questions about registration? Okay, Elisa, do you want to talk about the WhatsApp group? Let me stop sharing my screen.
Yes, sure. So last time in Barcelona, I created a WhatsApp group chat so that we could all be in touch with one another, and we had dinner one night, so we could just post information about the dinner and whatnot. And just throughout the whole time, it was great to have that connection in case we wanted to meet up with one another. So be closer to the date, I would just advise you to download the WhatsApp app if you don't have it, and then just give me your email at your WhatsApp username, and then I add you to the group. It's just a great way to stay in touch with everyone.
Okay. And one of the things we use it for, opening night, we found we will be holding a bunch of chairs together for our group. We had 47 people in our group last year, and we were almost all sitting together as a group, which was wonderful. And we had T-shirts for everybody. We asked them to wear them the opening night. So we made a statement. For those who were there, they can certainly attest to that. We hope that, and if you're bringing care partners, bring them to the opening. Some of them are I know some people, their care partners are volunteering. Volunteers are closed. They were closed the first day of applications because so many people ran to apply, which is amazing. My husband tried, and he's on a waiting list. So anyway, yeah. So the opening night, I think anybody, you can bring your care partners, your family, whoever you want to come with you. Last time we had a private dinner for our group. We had 45 people, I think, at the dinner. We had 27 women with Parkinson's, 9 of whom had received grants. And the rest of the people were family and friends, care partners, whoever who had traveled with the people with Parkinson's. And we're trying to figure out what to do because they're going to have some kind of reception after the opening ceremony with food, but I don't know how much. We may just do dessert. We'll see, but we're going to work on that, and so when the WhatsApp group is up and running, you'll learn about, once you registered, you will be in the group, and we will send you updates about what's happening, where we're going to be seated, opening night, what to look for, what are we, what are we doing for the dinner, or some kind of reception for opening night. There's a comedy night. I think the second night, it's going to be a lot of fun. Comedians with Parkinson's, comedians married to people with Parkinson's, improv, all kinds of fun things. We'll probably be able to go and reserve some seats again at that place. I don't know. I think they're charging for it. I'm not sure what the story is on that one.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. So, anyway, once we have the list of everybody who's registered, or as we get the registration, we will start the WhatsApp group. We don't have it up yet. So if you have any of you registered already? Okay. Elisa, do you want them to just get in touch with you? If they want to be in the WhatsApp group, do you want to have people
Yes.
start sending?
Yeah, you can start if you want, sending me your name and WhatsApp or email, and I can put you in the group.
Okay. Where do you want them to send? You want them to just put it in the message?
I'll put it in the chat, yeah.
Put it in the chat. Okay. So if you've already registered, go ahead and get in touch with Elisa, and we will start sending out emails, and not very frequently at first. When as we get closer and we have more information, we'll be giving you more stuff. But it was great. It was a great way to stay together as a group.
When you register, it's important to say you're with Twitchy Woman so we know who you are, even if you're not taking a
Yeah.
grant.
Yeah. So you will get a badge, and it'll say your organization is Twitchy Woman. And we had an interesting thing happen last time. I was in the airport, and somebody recognized me from my blog, and he says, "You're famous." I'm like, "Yeah, right." Then I had this last week with Bill Plaschke, which is another story. But as we got to the Congress, people were seeing my badge, Twitchy Woman. They come up to me, "You're famous." Well, there were 47 of us with badges that said Twitchy Women. And everybody was getting told, people were coming up to all of us saying, "Oh, you're a Twitchy Woman, you're famous." And they're like, "No, that's not me, that's somebody else." But we're sticking by that name, and we're not changing it. People like it. Anyway, so okay, Elisa, is that the preferred email? Because I had 3 different emails for you for whatever reason. I'll
What time
delete
does
the
it
other
start?
2.
Yes, this is the one that I prefer.
Okay, then I will
Okay, so
delete the other
do you
2.
want to come over here and watch it, or?
Yeah, I'll come over there.
Okay.
You just
Okay. All right. Opening night dinner. T-shirt. We're gonna have a t-shirt design contest, and if somebody would like to be in charge of this, let me know. Just email me privately. We had t-shirts for our group last time, as I said. Everybody who was a grant recipient got one for free, and then other people, if they wanted them, they had to place an order, and I brought them all to Barcelona with me, and we handed them out before the opening ceremony so people could wear their t-shirts. So if you were, I'm not sure what we're going to do. This is the latest t-shirt we did. Twitchy Woman. What does it say? Twitchy Women Fight Back. With the boxer. But we can do a new logo. We can do t-shirts and sweatshirt, zip-up hoodie sweatshirts, whatever. But if you're interested in helping out with that, let me know, because I've got to figure out what the parameters are for the t-shirt design, whether we want to do 2-color, 4-color. Yeah, Mary?
Are the care partners eligible for t-shirts as well?
Absolutely. We actually had a care partner t-shirt last time.
Okay.
And I think on the back of it, it said, "I'm with Twitchy." ask me about, and we got some really interesting comments on that one.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, we'll do some kind of care partner t-shirt as well. We can do both, but I've got to get, if somebody wants to be in charge of the t-shirts, let me know because I can't do everything. That's why I have all of you. Okay, buddies. They have a buddy program that they do. And I know the person who's in charge of it, and I emailed her because I want to get their buddy application. We can probably provide you buddies within our group if you're a first timer, just to help you figure out what it is, what sessions you want to go to, and smooth the way for you. But I'd like to see what her application looks like, and we can probably make those matches ourselves, so we don't have to depend on them. And that's pretty much it on our part. Let's open it up to questions. We've got about 15 minutes, 15,
Got
20
a couple
minutes, so
questions
lots
in
of
the chat.
questions.
Got a couple questions in the chat.
Okay. All right. Let's see. When is nap time? I love it. Good question. There is no nap time. Figure you're going to be running into people in the hallways. There is so much stuff going on. And I miss session after session because I was too busy talking to people in the hallways. It's like any other convention. If you've been to any trade show or anything like that, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. A lot of networking. It's just a lot of fun. Let's see, nap time. And are any of the sessions videotaped to be accessed later? I think only the plenary sessions. It's just too difficult with that much stuff going on. I signed up for an open mic event, but I forgot when it is. I think it's Tuesday evening. I think. When the program, when you get your, we'll get all that stuff later, but I think that was the Tuesday evening event. Okay. We are people with Parkinson's. What if spouse is coming? You got that information? You register. It's the same price for the care partners. And they can attend any sessions they want to go to. The unique thing about this conference, as opposed to others, is you can attend, as a person with Parkinson's, you can attend any session that you want to, whether it's a scientific session, wellness way, whatever it is. They cannot shut you out of the most technical things. So everybody mingles: the doctors, the researchers, the care partners, the physical therapists, whoever's there, everybody gets together. So it's really an equal opportunity event, meaning you can go to any session you want. The only thing deterrent is if it is oversold, and that does happen occasionally where the room is completely filled and they can't let anybody else in. People end up sitting on the floor. I mean, it's really pretty amazing that you can do. It's just everybody is together, and it's a great feeling.
I'd like to
Okay.
add one thing to that. That's one of the reasons they invite the people with Parkinson's to this. It's not just so we can learn, it's so the researchers can hear from us.
Yeah.
They want to get some perspective on their work, and they like to hear our questions and how we're experiencing the disease and the treatments.
Mhm.
It's for them as much as it is for us to go.
Yeah. What did care partners find interesting? There were actually some things that my husband was invited to separately by, I think PMD Alliance had a thing for care partners. Somebody was doing research on care partners. He was invited to that. There are all kinds of things. There's nothing boring, believe me. And if you don't like the session you're in, go out and go to a different one. I hardly saw my husband during the conference because he was too busy going to his own things. Okay. Oh, Farrell, yay, Farrell can do the t-shirt contest. There are exercise things going on. Let me show you. I'm going to go back to I'm going to have to share my screen again okay. Come on. Here we go. Share. Okay, program. Wellness. renewal room minus massage and Reiki room. There's all kinds of things going on. They had ping pong available all the time. Let's see, creativity programs, networking. All right, I don't see it on here, but it's probably under the wellness. Mindfulness and meditation room.
Click on those. They're clickable. There you go.
Here we go. Okay, program details to come.
Yeah.
So, but they usually have all different kinds of exercise programs going on. Let's go back to the provisional program, and
A lot of times they had those in the morning before the first session too.
they have them all different times. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Okay.
Because
Okay.
didn't the pole trekking woman do something last time? The woman who had the Nordic poles did something.
Yeah, she did something. Yeah, that was I think, yeah, I did that one. Let's see. Okay, morning plenary, award ceremony. I think in the afternoon there were things going on, and I'm sure there will be again. They may not know. These are the parallel sessions. Coffee break. I don't know where this stuff would be on here. I don't know if they've got it on here yet or not, but there will be exercise programs for you to go to. Let's see. Maybe it's in the parallel sessions. I don't know. No. I mean, I have lots of videos of exercise programs that go on. It's a lot of fun. Okay, living well with Parkinson's panel presentation. I don't know where it is on here. I really don't see it.
Some of these things get our ad hoc once people get there too.
No, they just aren't. I have to ask. I'll ask Eli about this because I really don't see it. I don't see it anywhere in the program. Okay. Stop sharing. Let's go back. Any other? Okay. Let me see if there's any more questions. Okay, I'm also a Parkinson's Voice Project advocate. How can that work so I can participate with both? You might be able to check off both of them. So I don't know. But just look at your registration form and see, if you can check off both of them. If not, whichever one you want, whichever one works for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. So, any other questions that we didn't answer? Raise your hand or just talk. Okay, Joanne?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Sharon, I have registered already. My husband is coming to, basically registered for everything, but, and I'm excited to work with the group to do some volunteering while we're there. If there's help we need before or during, I'll be happy to help for the group.
Yeah. The volunteers were great last year. They did an amazing thing at the end of the conference. Does anybody who was there want to talk about it?
Well, and I was referring to like if you need volunteers within this group to do things, I'll be happy to do that to help you.
I'm
The
sorry.
closing session?
No, I was saying, oh, sorry.
Oh,
No,
I'm
what
sorry.
Go ahead, Joanne. What were you saying?
I was just saying, I was referring to like if there are things you need within this group, like if there's other stuff beyond the t-shirts and that kind of stuff. If there's other things you need, I'll be glad to volunteer to do something with the group.
Wonderful, wonderful. I will keep that. I will put you on my list.
Okay.
Okay, but as far as the volunteers, last year when at the end of the closing session, they had everybody leave. We get up and we're leaving, and we come out of the room and this big auditorium, and there are 2 rows of volunteers as we're walking through between the 2 rows. They're clapping, cheering for us as we're coming through. It was so much. It was so exciting. The volunteers are wonderful. So unfortunately, we can't. There's a long waiting list to get in to be a volunteer. So if you or your care partner have not applied, it's too late. Okay, Nancy Milton, it seems overwhelming. That's why we have buddies. That's why we have WhatsApp. We are there to help you get through it. It can be overwhelming the first time. The first time I went to Portland and I was with two friends, two people from LA who I knew, but I didn't know well. They're both now very good friends. We stuck together for a lot of things and it helped a lot because we weren't going through this alone. Um, and we pulled off something that nobody else had thought of. There was a display, a huge display of photographs of people with Parkinson's, all different people. And one of my friends said, "Why don't we get everybody together that we can to take a picture in front of this huge mural?" And we did. And it became the photo of the year on one of the websites. So it was pretty amazing. Even as a first timer, you can pull things off. But the key is if you is to have a friend with you or get a buddy. We can assign people, especially the first timers, we can assign somebody who's been there before so that you can talk to them before you can talk, before you go to Pheonix, you can talk to them while you're there. And it does help a lot. Just know that, that's the nice thing is we know we're not alone. That's why we have a group. So, all right. Does this still seem overwhelming? Yeah, you can do it, Nancy. Okay. Sue Brownlee's, I missed about 5 minutes earlier. Oh, I am staying at the Sheraton because I'm an ambassador for the World Parkinson's Coalition, or for the Congress. So I'm going to have to be wearing their t-shirts, not mine, which is really upsetting to me. But all the ambassadors are staying in the same hotel. There are 4 or 5 or 6 hotels listed. You'll see they're all right around there, and they're all about the same price. The prices are very reasonable because it's so hot at that time of year. So, Karen Patterson, excited. Yes. Yeah, we're all excited. I'm excited then. How much is it all together? Well, the registration is $300 that we pay for. The hotel rooms, I think were 120 to 180, something like that a night. Not terrible. And if you want a roommate, once our WhatsApp group is up and running, you can ask for a roommate if somebody needs a roommate. And it's travel expenses there. Lunch is provided every day. Dinner you're on your own. And that's it. So it depends where you're coming from, what the airfare is, or if you can drive. And if you need if you are young onset and you need more than the $300 that we're covering, you can apply for a travel grant specifically for young onset. And they have I don't know how much money they have, but I know that I think they can cover like 25 people or something for hotel and airfare. Karen.
That's the other one that I couldn't find on that website. You said it was there and I couldn't find it. How do I apply for that?
Let's go back to.
I think I tried to click on it, but it was too soon and it wasn't up yet. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that may be why. Let's see. Share. Okay, let's go back.
Thank you.
Okay, I gotta go back here. And if you go to travel and hotels, yeah, it probably wasn't up yet. Travel grants. So if you're looking for additional funding, it's all in this page.
When I applied for the grant, it brought me directly to the travel grant.
I'm sorry, what?
When I applied for the grant, it brought me to a section to apply for the travel grant. I didn't have to go up separately.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they removed it, but that's what happened when I went and applied for it.
I don't know. But this is where you apply for. Here's the criteria for the travel grants. So there's a lot of grants here. If you live in the U.S., it's $600 to $1,000 plus registration. Our part, we pay the registration if you're getting a travel grant. And then they would pay the additional, whatever it is. Pheonix-based, it's registration only. This for researchers. So here's researcher, here's YOPD grants. That's if
Yeah,
you
that's the one. But where's the link to click it?
well,
Scroll
it's
down
there
there.
now.
Oh, now it's working.
So that's support. That's to support it. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? When you fill out the grant form, then it will come up on your grant form. Okay.
The original one that I filled out for you, or the one, or is this is separate?
Oh shoot. You know what, Karen? I don't know. Well, when you fill out, when you submit the application, and it asks if you have gone to any previous, check the ones that you've gone to. If you haven't gone to any, then it will direct you to my page.
Yeah, I filled that one out. I'll just fill it out again. Like you said, if it's doubled, then we can figure it out in October. I just want to make sure that I did it right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So everything is there. You just have to look for it. There's
Yep.
there's a lot of grants. Okay. So a lot of them for researchers. This was people living in the Monterey area. This one's from Louisiana. So there's, a lot of separate grants that are grant programs going on. But they put them all on their website for us this year, which is wonderful. Okay, so people, and here's the requirements. So you have to get a grant, you have to apply by October 26th. And you have to be an active member of your PD community and committed to sharing insights with others upon their return. So the same as we said before for Twitchy Woman, you have to be willing to do something when you get home. Past awardees who did not show up at their respective Congress without notifying the WPC will not be considered for a grant. We had a couple of people who had to cancel at the last minute, but they'd let us know. So we were fine, and I've already been in touch with those people, and I told them if they want to apply, that again, they can. And that's it as far as the grants. So, and then here's the details for our grant. Okay. And any other questions, comments? Everybody's ready to sign up? Yeah.